Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So if you couldn't tell by the lack of headphones and also the Umaru hood that I am wearing, we are one and the same. So I saw the Game Grumps do this thing where they put some text into this bot which would try to guess what would come next. So essentially it's a bot that can write your own fanfiction for you. And your girl has a lot of crappy fanfiction. Like I haven't written very much the past like year or two maybe, but before that, I have a plentiful supply of Elder Scrolls fanfiction, and I've never really finished any of it, never really showed it to anyone. It's forbidden. But today, I will be showing snippets of it to you guys, and will let the bot finish my fanfiction for me. I'm pretty sure all of this has been written before I had my channel, some of it may have been after, but not a whole lot. So I just scanned through and found a few things that I thought would be good to put into this little bot. So let's see what'll happen. I think how I have this ordered is the newest stuff is first, and then it gets older and older. So let's start with the first scene, where Adamo and Gonair are reunited after years and years of not really hearing from each other. This is actually embarrassing. I don't want to read any of it. I'm not a great writer, okay? Adamo? Pyazura, I didn't think I'd ever see you again. What are you doing here, old friend? Gonair's face lit up. Well, you see, that's a rather long story, Adamo said, still trying to catch his breath. Where to begin? But let's see where he will begin. We might generate this a few times. I don't know. I'll wait until we get something good. It's thinking real hard about this one. Wait, what? Okay, this is the first one. I don't even think I need to generate it again. The ruffian was holding up his hands. Who's the ruffian, Adamo? Now you're hearing me properly, he called back. You heard my story? Gonair seemed almost embarrassed. Not only do I not know what it is I'm doing. Neither does this bot. What does that mean? Generate another. Give me another. Okay. I guess maybe we'll give it 2 shots for each. I don't know. Okay. Gonair's head whipped around in surprise. So you came down to see how I was, old friend. Oh, the Powerball is. That's why, Adamo said, pulling his arm back from Ghana. Off to a great start. Let's try another one. It doesn't seem to get that I'm wanting it to list off what Adamo's doing. Yeah, we'll try another one from the same story. As the evening grew late, and Teldrin was well intoxicated, Adamo left the guest room and cautiously approached Teldrin's bedroom. After lightly knocking, Teldrin slowly began to open the door. Upon seeing the mirror, he began to close it once more. No, wait, Adamo pleaded. I only wanted to speak with you. Let's see what it does with that one. I'm scared. Wait. Teldrin was confused by Adamo's sudden entrance. Well? Quotation mark, quotation mark, quotation mark. What? Okay, well what? I gotta know, generate another. Maybe I should have kept that one and like put it in there with it. Should I try that instead? I don't know. Teldrin turned around, opened the door, and went inside. At this moment, I could see clearly that Adamo was dancing and that he was strumming a guitar. No, I want to know more. Where are you taking us? Where did this guitar come from? Oh, it literally gave up. It doesn't know. It does not want to even try. Okay, you know what? Fair enough. We've confused it. It's confused me. What can you do? Now, this one's a bit of a fun one. I've said in a couple of my other videos that right now in D&D, I'm playing as Teldrin, but if he was a cowboy. So I wrote up a little backstory for Cowboy Teldrin and sent it to my friend, who is the DM. So I took the beginning of that, and I want to see what it'll do with it. The name's Teldrin Ebonheart. I'm just a simple farmer boy that managed to make it in life, only to have everything taken from me at the fault of my own hands. I apologize for my horrible accent, by the way. I swear I'm Texan. I can't do a southern accent. I grew up outside of a town the local folk just call the Old Run. Now, I never knew my parents. Alls I know is that my mother came through with some traveling carnival and left me behind with nothing more than the clothes on my back and a note with my name and a sorry apology. A baby of not even a year old. The way I look at it, I was well fortunate that she did, because the Can Bremen family took me in to help out around their farm. Life on the farm ain't easy, but they kept me clothed, fed, and warm, and I figure it was better than a life in some damned freak show. I want it to continue the backstory for me. Is it going to? I kind of doubt it, but we'll try. Is this too long for it? I don't know. Will it even know where to go? It won't. No, come on. Okay, I have an idea. If it doesn't work, no. Alls I know is that we'll leave it off there and see what happens. Oh god, okay, it went with it. Alls I know is that the only place I would have known my father was in the castle. I still can remember the faces of the gnats. I can remember them hitting me with sticks and would whimper. Okay, so I like that it knows who Teldrin's father is. It is Sorik. He did spend a lot of time in castles. It worked! I don't know about the whole hitting baby Teldrin with sticks. That's so sad. Okay, so it doesn't like long ones. I'll keep that in mind. I think, yeah, the rest are shorter, kinda. Some of them we may need to trim down. Okay, now I have a few selected from Adamo's story, which I wrote a pretty long time ago. This first one I chose particularly, so maybe we could get something scandalous out of this bot, you know? It could be funny. The next couple of days flew by. When I was not packing all of my belongings, of course I as Adamo, in this case, a couple of the entries, I think, I changed to be like third person so it would get the names, but this one I left in first person. The next couple of days flew by. When I was not packing all of my belongings, I was helping Arwen with her duties behind my parents' backs so that we could spend time together. One night, I snuck her to my balcony so that we could sit and speak in private. Let's see what it thinks that this private conversation is, huh? I bet it'll go great. Oh. Okay, I think it thought Arwen was a child. I don't like that. She had decided to stop playing around with clothes and instead play with her new toy. In our case, a tube of Elmer's glue. Does that exist in the Elder Scrolls? While she was playing with her toy, I looked out the window. Unfortunately, the city was in darkness. At least, that is what. It always just leaves you off on a cliffhanger. Like, I want another one. That one was weird. What? After finally catching her by surprise, I asked her to tell me a little bit about herself. She pulled a face as she replied, "I'm a high school student, 4th year prodigy. In my team's academy, there is no better person to get to." Arwen is now a 4th year prodigy. What? Oh, this one. I see something about a boyfriend. Maybe it's getting it. I asked her if she had been pursuing anyone but her current boyfriend. No, she said. I've been with him for the last 5 months. A huge disappointed look fell on her face. It wasn't as if she had anticipated this answer. When we sat down, wait, she didn't anticipate her own answer, or? I don't know, this one's confusing me. We're gonna move on. Oh, this one's actually fitting too, to switching the subject. Deciding to switch the subject, Adamo asked, "So what's life here in Vardenfell like? I've not been here long." Gunnar once again looked puzzled. Perhaps once again it wasn't the best question, but he replied nonetheless. Let's see what he replies. If it gets that, this is certainly not going the greatest. I wouldn't publish any of these fanfictions like this. Okay, it's really going with it now. Wait, I see Empire in there. Does it know? Does it know that it's an Elder Scrolls thing now that I put Vardenfell in there? Adamo didn't originally say Vardenfell. I particularly put it in there just so it would do something with it. I really like especially that Gonnair is probably like 13 at this point. He's all like, "It seems that without you," like, I don't know, "I wouldn't have any sort of presence on the continent. So I decided to venture out here, just to let you know what's really going on. I mean, Gonnair." Wait, you are Gonnair. Okay, and then I think this is Adamo, I guess. "You're still on the run from those who would see you as a threat to the Empire. I'd be willing to take you in." I mean, okay, he is a threat. He is a threat to the Empire, and Adamo does take him in. It's on to something. I don't know what, but it's on to something. Let's try a different one from the same book. I say book, same shittily written fanfiction. "Oh, for Azura's sake, Gonnair, open the door for him," Alinea sighed. Gonnair stood and opened the door. Moreau was on the other side, humming happily, but he was too big to fit through the door. Gonnair sat back down, and Moreau spent the rest of dinner reaching in to slap Gonnair's hair around. I put this one in here just because that image makes me happy, but we might have to be like reaching in too and then see where it goes. We'll try the whole thing first, but I don't know. Get me, will you small mongrel. Moreau slid an arm around Conair's neck. Oh no, no, he's just a cute little nudge and now he's like, get me in here, give me that food. I want more. I need more. Get me. How little do you think you've been starved? Are they starving Moreau? What is happening? But the young woman shook her head as she lifted her chin to inspect her face. Her own face? Moreau's face? I don't know. Is this Alinea? Sometimes. She trailed off with a long, awkward silence, her eyes dropping to Moreau's, who kept moving, her head slumped forward. Okay, it thinks Moreau is a girl. It also thinks Moreau has a face. Moreau is an etch. There's not like a whole lot of face going on here, but okay. But her stepdaughter nodded toward the door. Conair tipped her head back and stared. Okay, it thinks Conair is also a girl. I see. We're just gonna abandon that one. That got weird. Let's move on to Teldrin's, who I think has the most, yeah. Some of these I might cut out. I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna edit this. I got a lot of stuff. We're just gonna play around. Once Teldrin got himself dressed for the day, he approached Caius. So, what was it I'm needing to do in Vivec today? Teldrin yawned. Let's try that. What does he need to do? Wait a second. Okay, I was considering skipping this one again, but Caius gave him a smile. Let's not go near the fire, young one. Is there something I could help you with? He just said. Yeah. Teldrin agreed and took his leave. What? Caius disappeared down the long hall and stopped at the end of the passage. He looked back to his lover. They're not lovers, oh no! Another one, please. Hated that a lot. If the house is here, so too is my person. Did I miss anything? Yes, your fine body is as good as yours. Do not be bashful. In these dark hours, I require all the strength I can get. More likely than not, someone has already gone. Excuse me? Last one for this one. Did you need me to get a nice robe? Caius asked. Yeah, I wanted to look the part of a noble lord, Teldrin confessed. So your servant is unnecessary? Caius asked. Well, no, he's just an escort. This bot has no idea what it's doing, but I'm loving every second of it. I think we need to write some custom stuff to throw in here, you know? If you have any ideas, preferably if they're about like Elder Scrolls or my Elf Boy, so we can kind of do a sequel to this one, that'd be fun. Because like, I feel bad Soric doesn't have anything. If you want to write some crazy stuff for Soric for me to put in this bot, let me know and maybe we'll do a part 2. But okay, moving on. Oh, this one I'm hoping will be fun. Well, I'll give you the potion now, on the following condition. You must drink it here, before my eyes. It should act immediately, and I'll need to observe you very closely for a few days. Agreed? Teldrin nodded his head. This is Divaith Fear talking, by the way. Maybe I should specify that. Hold on. Good. Open your mouth and close your eyes. Fear slowly poured the potion into Teldrin's mouth. Good. Now swallow. Goodness. Good grief! Look! Look! It's working! Teldrin watched as his. And let's see what happens. I kind of feel like it's not gonna get it, but I hope it will. Oh no, it's not getting it at all! Okay, I'll cut some of it out. We'll cut, we don't need to, we don't need that. We can just be like, it should act immediately. Okay, let's try that. Come on, please work. Teldrin watched as his body jerked violently against his will. Okay, that does make sense. It is making sense. Teldrin watched as his lips became blue, his teeth became red. Teldrin watched as his mouth was full of liquid blue-green crystals. I mean, all of these have worked. As his lips slowly worked their way down his cheeks. As Teldrin's lips, or... Alright, moving on. This one might be too long, too. Teldrin gasped as he regained his sight. So it was true. It was really true. He was Azura's chosen, the reincarnation of Lord Nerevar himself. He laughed. Tears began rolling down his face as he stared at the ring in awe. His life had purpose. His whole life he had dreamt to be able to save and protect all he could, to be a hero, to have his name carved into history, to be noticed and cared about. That's so cheesy. See, I think we needed to like leave something off there. It seems to do better whenever you're like Teldrum watched as his blank, you know, something like that. So I don't know if it's gonna quite get this one, and it's too long. His whole life he had dreamt to be able to. We'll leave it there. Okay. His whole life he had dreamt to be able to wield this ring in battle. That's all he's ever wanted to do, is wear a ring into a war. He had dreamed of wielding it in battle. That night had been his first experience of true power. For the first time in forever, he felt throbbing. It had what? Okay, we're gonna go a little bit wild. We're just taking that. Where is it gonna take us? I'm afraid. Okay, it's really going with that one. I guess the less you put in there, the better. I'll keep that in mind if we do a part 2. So, for the first time in forever, he felt throbbing. It had been years since he'd felt the sensation. He's way too excited over this ring. From the outside, he could clearly see all around him, but he was hard-pressed to see or feel anything. In truth, the momentary sensation had been a bit of a side effect of the various drugs the police had been putting him on. Wait, When it finally ceased, he was in a daze. The relatively brief interruption of normalcy was one of his more unpleasant feelings of the night, but he had been waiting for the moment all along. What? We're going. We got some Gone Air entries now. Like I said, this one might be too long. Let me see if I can trim it. Okay, so this one is from Gone Air's journal. The full one is, we arrived in Solstheim today. Poor Cicero was seasick the whole way. Wanted to choose something kinda relevant to what we're doing in game, you know. We arrived kind of late in the day, so I didn't get to explore too much, just around the city of Raven Rock. It's made me so nostalgic being under the shadow and ash of the Red Mountain once again. I asked some of the dumber around town if they knew a Mirak, but nobody could remember. I learned that, and then I left it off. I think I figured that it would work best like that, so let's see. Hopefully that's not too long. Okay. I learned that they make Mirak sound cool, with their most talented oral ingenuity. What? I wonder how those dwarves are getting by on a skeletal life. What? Give me another. Wait! It got Skyrim! Whoa! Okay, good. I learned that urns and sandals are the favored abode of a Mirak in Skyrim, so I'm curious to see how I can benefit from. It almost got it. I feel like we're onto something. Come on, you can do it. Give me a good fanfiction. I learned that the elves don't let Miraks in the city because they worry that it will spill over to the province of Skyrim. I hope that. There's a loud truck driving by. Please ignore him. Oh no, this is the last one. I mean, to be fair, I have been recording this for 40 minutes. Maybe I should wrap it up, but I want to do a part 2. Let me know if you want a part 2. Give me some ideas of what to put in, preferably Elder Scrolls or my characters, you know, related to them. So this one's from a different story that's about all of my elf boys, but Gone Air and Teldrum are in there, so there we go. Why, Zero, what now? Teldrum groaned. Gone Air pointed towards the food. Can I talk to you? Gone Air asked. You're going to no matter what I respond, aren't you? Teldrum scoffed. Gone Air couldn't tell if he was angry or simply joking. He remained quiet for a moment. Well? Teldrum grunted. I feel like that one should work. Hopefully that's not too long. Should I get rid of the spaces? It seems to like to do that itself, so like, maybe I should? Unable to stand still, Gone Air looked up. Zach! What? Maybe I should just be like, I just wanted to say, and then leave it off? And maybe it'll come up with something there? I just wanted to say, I'm sorry, Gone Air. Oh, that's kind of sad. Don't give me a depressing one, come on. I mean, it works though, it works. I just wanted to say hi and welcome to Hellfire. Why? Okay, yeah, this website doesn't know what it's doing. I think that's where I'm going to go ahead and leave this off. That was weird. I would be open to doing another if you guys want me to though, but I'd like to do something not taken from my own fan fictions, maybe just weird little short sentences that we can come up with, you know, something like that, something short to the point, maybe a little bit more funny. So what we've learned today is that you definitely shouldn't let bots write your own fan fiction, no matter how bad you are at writing. We just don't have the technology yet, it seems, so I guess I'm doomed to just have to write my own crappy fan fictions. If you enjoyed this video and want me to do another, leave this video a like, maybe consider supporting my Ko-fi or Patreon if you want to support the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye!